His water don't taste no better than yours, Patty. Oh man. 2 tired dogs. Got tired, man. 2013, we getting back into shape, man. Boss is gonna be 9 years old. He was good for a 9-year-old, for an 8-year-old dog, damn near 9. Yeah, lay it down, Patty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We didn't hike it up. I know. It's okay. It's all right. Lay it down, Cakes. It's okay. I ain't mad at you. You laying it down. Ears are clean. Yeah, bossy. Tear stains. Get some of that tear stain cleaner again. He always gets those in the summertime. I mean, like, well, not the summer. In the winter, he gets them. They say a tired dog is a happy dog. Hey, baby. Hey, big man. It's my big man. Thirsty. Yeah. Since they're drinking so much water, I'm not going to have him moving around for about 30 minutes. The last thing I want to do is get my dog bloating. You know, when you get air gets in the dog's stomach and it bloats his body up, it can kill him a lot of times. I know, Patty, his water tastes different from yours. Your water's not as good as his. Nothing that's ever in your bowl is as good as what's in his bowl. That's okay, baby. Patty's like, God, dog, go on lay down. Go on lay down. Daddy ain't finna move nowhere for a while. Gonna be 30. No, I'm gonna be 40 this year. I thought I'm not gonna be 39. I'm gonna be 40 years old this year. Eli Johnson, 40 years old. Some people don't like getting older. I myself like it. I saw a lot of people, and I'm rambling again, who I knew in their 30s were really angry. Back when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was like, man, these people are angry all the time. Always snarling, always gritting their teeth, always mad. And now that I'm about to turn 40, I'm looking at my 30s, and these are were the best years of my life. You guys out there working out. That's why I keep the leash right here. And my 30s have been the best years of my life. I can honestly say 29 to 39, these have been the best years of my life, as far as financially, emotionally, spiritually. I bought a home, bought a new truck. I paid some stuff off. I got the 2 greatest dogs in the world. I stayed friends with the same 3 guys that I've been friends with since I was See, that's how you can run when you're young. When you 39, it's difficult to get them. It's hard to get them knees up like that. But maybe I can get a third of that energy. Look at that dude. That dude's got a vest on. He's running up and down here. That brother, that guy in the rear, it's a black man, running up and down hills with a dang weighted vest on. That is a monster. Literally. That young brother is a monster. Them heels, I wonder which heels he took. I'm not going to ask him. That'd be rude. But, shut up. That man ain't bothering you. That Patty senses the warrior, beast-like spirit in the black athletic man, and she wants to challenge it, as does Boss. Boss does not want to challenge it. He accepts it. He can see the warrior beast-like spirit, and he says, he's just like me. He's one of the pack. Patty wants to challenge it. The young wolf wants to challenge it. The old wolf welcomes it. Who will win in the pack? Neither one of y'all. Y'all gonna sit here and watch. Look at Patty. Just look at that hair on the back of her neck. That man ain't bothering you. Hey. Patty's out. Shut up. Patty's always call herself seeing something inappropriate. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, you. No, it's okay. It's okay, baby. Don't worry about it. I know you watching them though. Well, like I was saying, my the first part of my life, I can say my life was, I'm going to get into a bit of her personal history. I'm not sure if any of you guys are going to care about this, but the first part of my life, I'll say yeah, pull it back, boss. There you go. Snatch that heifer back. I'll say from birth to around 5 was real good. At 6, a bunch of garbage happened, man. And 6 to 18 sucked. At 6, a bunch of garbage started happening. People started doing stuff, doing and saying things that you weren't supposed to be saying to no child. And my sister ended up getting hooked on crack. People ran away from home. All kind of garbage. Come here, boss. Leave him be. And she ended up running away from home, going to prison, having a bunch of kids. Parents divorced. Real messy. Real messy stuff. But the Lord saw fit to see me through it and make sure that I survived it. But the first 18 years sucked. And I think 18 to 20 was pretty good. But then I made a mistake. And like an idiot, I got married at 21. Real. Yeah, I know, boss. Even boss had to look at that. So like, what the heck was that about, boss? I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. Boss had to hide up underneath the bench. This dumb mother. Yeah, I know. Your guess is good as mine, boss. But I was in love. Married at 21. 21 to 23, pretty good. Divorced. No children, thank God. And I got divorced at around 25. Pretty much right after or right on my 25th birthday. Ha ha ha. Lucky me. Real classy for my ex-wife. Haven't seen her in 14 years. I think I might have seen her a couple times, but I wouldn't really recognize her. I saw somebody I thought was her, and I said, well, there go Tasha. And I thought, wait a minute. Now, on the way home, I was like, my ex-wife's name isn't Tasha. I was up at this park. And I saw some lady walk by, look just like my wife, and I said, that looks just like Tasha. And it wasn't until I was on my way home that I was like, wait a minute, my ex-wife's name wasn't Tasha. Well, anyway, 25 to 27 sucked. I was actually trying to find myself a very difficult period for me. Emotionally, financially, physically, always angry, always real frustrated. And at 27, I'll tell you what I did at 27. I was at work. I was working nights. I was working with machinery, heavy machinery, operating heavy machinery. That's what I do. And I sat there and I looked up at the roof of the place I was working at, this huge building. I looked up at the roof of that building and I said, you know what, God? I don't want this no more. Not as far as saying I don't want my life. I'm leery about getting into this, because I'm not sure about sharing this side of myself with anyone. But I looked up and I said, you know what? I'm not meant to be a husband or a boyfriend or a lover. So just let me be able to deal with it. You know, let me just be able to have a good life. You know, which is one of the things that I worry about with some of these guys, is that a lot of guys feel like if they don't have a female, they don't have no hope. You know, a lot of guys, you know, one of the problems is that the average guy looks like crap to the average female, and the average female looks pretty good to the average guy. So that's a serious imbalance, along with welfare and all the other stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but I just gave up on it. Get a boss. Dominate her. Show who's boss. Dominate. Just had to put my head on her back. Let her know I run. Y'all know, boss. That's all it take. That's all it take. You ain't gotta bite up, man, all the time. Just put your head up on top of her shoulder blade and let her know what time it is. Leave a leaf up there. You know what I'm saying? Leave a leaf up there. Let her know. You know, knock the leaf off. You a bad bitch. You leave the leaf on. You ain't a bad bitch. So Pat left the leaf on, so she gotta accept your dominance. But I just accepted that, you know, I don't think I'm going to be a husband or a father or or a lover or any of that stuff. I'm just gonna be single. And you know, regardless of whether you're single or not, you need a good job. You need a decent job to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have somebody around to love you or not, you need insurance. And especially if you don't have any children, which I doubt if I'm going to have any children to be around any children. I can't imagine. There was a time when I wanted children, but you know, you actually can't. It's, in spite of what people say, it's difficult for a regular guy, or ordinary guy, to find someone who wants to have his baby. You know, you can find a lot of women who want you to take care of the baby they already have. You know, they want you to babysit or be a part of some mentor program to take care of some kid that's not yours, but they sure as hell don't want to have your kid. They get offended. Hey, you okay? They get offended at the idea of you, a so-called boring, nice guy or a regular dude. I know, Patty. That's how they talk about us. That's how they talk about your daddy. But you don't think I'm a boring, nice guy, do you? Patty, and I like my two-story house. I like my gourmet dog food. She last night had some dog food, had my medicine, I had some vitamins, I had some some tilapia. No, that's swally. SWH. Some fish called swally. Comes in big long fillets, man. You get it at Walmart. You get like 2 pounds for like $10, man. That is some good stuff. Put that with some rice, you can eat that all week. Well, anyway, if it seems as if it's going to be your destiny to not have anyone, then you might as well go on ahead and ghost. And a lot of guys are having trouble ghosting right now. It's really sad because they're having trouble finding just basic entry-level employment. It's keeping them from ghosting. It's keeping them attached to the society, attached to the system that doesn't value them. And it actually makes you feel really bad that you have to be a part of a system where people don't value, people don't think that you, people don't look at you and, you see, Patty? When people look at you, you don't see a person worth liking. And it's very difficult psychologically to walk around your whole lifetime and realize that most of the opposite gender look at you and they don't see anything worth loving or anything worth liking or anything worth investing in. It's psychologically, it's a kick in the head. And the world is getting messed up right now. And myself, me and a lot of MGTOWs, men going their own way, and a lot of guys are ghosts, man, we don't care. I'm not going to try to rebuild any of this stuff. I couldn't if I wanted to. I'm just one man. I mean, I can't even convince, in a world full of promiscuous women, I can't even convince a woman to have my child or move into my home. A woman would rather live in the projects with a guy that makes her giggle than live in a house with a serious-minded man. You know, I guess giggles and emotion mean a whole lot. But as one guy said, we're in an upside-down pyramid now. You dig? Because when you look at the world, the things that make you a good friend, good dog owner, that would make you a good father and a good husband, a good employee, a good earner, a good banker, a good doctor, a good lawyer. These are not necessarily the things that attract women, because if you can't make them giggle and like giggle constantly because they need constant stimulation, they're not like, honestly, they're not like dogs. They can't really, a lot of times, some of them, they can't really occupy themselves that good. You know, so like they get bored real easily, and when they get bored, a lot of times they'll do things that are destructive to the relationship, as opposed to a dog who, when he gets bored, he'll, you know, sniff his girlfriend's leg or crawl in your lap or headbutt you in the nose, try to get your attention. And like I said, I have a couple of friends who seem to have pretty decent wives, pretty decent girlfriends, and but I don't think I'm going to end up that way. So I decided that regardless, no matter what was going on, I was going to have a place to live, a decent place to live that I could own, a decent job, some decent insurance, and I was going to try to be in decent health. 2012, I'll always say faith, health, and wealth were the only thing that matters. You know, if it didn't build your faith, if it doesn't make me healthy, if it doesn't make me wealthy, then I don't want to do it. I'm doing the same thing in 2013. And, you know, for you guys out there that are ghosting, who are trying to ghost and who are having trouble finding entry-level employment, you know, I want you guys know I have my prayers for you, man, and keep your heads up, man, because I know it's how difficult it is. Because when you're attached to a society that doesn't value you, when you actually have to interact with people that don't value you, just in order to survive, it's really degrading and really demeaning. But things will get better for you. And you know, I'm just rambling, but at 27, I was like, this isn't for me. You know, I saw an old man walking out of a Wendy's, and he had his wife with him. This guy's about 70 something, 80. He was like, they were both like maybe in their mid 80s, and he had his jacket over her head to keep her hair from getting wet. And he was fussing over her like he had a really, really young, pretty woman. It was real funny to see. It was real cute because, you know, in his mind, you know, he had a really, you know, he still saw her as the young chick he had married, you know, years ago. And I thought that was pretty cool. I don't think my story is going to end like that. So I have to be prepared financially, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and physically for... Goodness gracious, man. What is that? Look at all that puke. Ah, that's dog food. What do you throw up? You throw up dog food? Oh, goodness gracious. I have no idea how you pick what you're going to puke up and what you're not going to puke up. Because I fed you that like hours ago. I'm serious. I fed you that hours ago. The stuff that I just fed you, I fed you that early this morning. I'm sorry, this is gross. I fed you that early this morning. You puked it up. You didn't puke up what I fed you 15 minutes ago. You didn't puke up what I fed out. How did you pick? How do you pick what you're gonna puke up, what you're not gonna puke up? How do you do that? I don't know. Anyway, but my story as an old man is not gonna end like that. I'm pretty sure it's not. So I have to prepare for it. So for those of you guys out here who are ghosts or who are having trouble, you know, finding someone that actually care about you, you know, I've been there for a long time, and as far as I can tell, I'm probably gonna be there for the rest of my life. You know, just concentrate on 3 things that matter: your faith, your health, and your wealth. And be quiet. You be quiet. Patty, no. You be quiet. No. You stop that. I never understood that. Come on. Careful. Good girl. That's not guardian behavior at all. That's just alert barking in fear. I'm not going to even sit up there and say, oh, she's guarding me. Some people say that my dog's trying to protect me. Nah, she's seeing strangers. She's like, look, hey, stranger, I'm over here. Don't threaten me. Or, daddy, look, a stranger. You know, it's good at the house, but not too good when you're out in public. Boss knows the difference between the two. Patty, she's 3 years old. She's still learning. Patty is Patty is not dumb. For a while, I thought, man, Patty wasn't as smart as Boss. It's not that. Patty like to get away with shit. Patty's a chick, so she likes to get away with stuff. So she like to get away with stuff. Patty thinks she's got chick privileges, but she don't. Well, anyway, I rambled on enough. And you guys are probably tired of looking at the same. Usually I walk and ramble. I just kind of sat here and ramble because I was tired. But for you ghosts out there, you MGTOWs out there, keep your heads up. And remember, 2013, faith, health, and wealth. It doesn't increase your faith. It doesn't make you more healthy. It doesn't make you more wealthy. You just might not want to do it. You know, we got to cut away the fat, get to the meat. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. There's too much garbage out here. You know, we've already taken the red pill. It's time to start working. At least that's what I'm going to try to do for 2013. All right. You guys take care. And remember, pray up. Get your money up and strap up. Strap up as in get you a pistol. I say get you a rifle and get you a good pistol. Learn how to use it. If you can't get a rifle or a pistol, get you a good shotgun. You still find a good shotgun for under $400 or $500 because you are gonna need something because this world starts to shake a little bit. The thug lovers and their thug spawn. they're not going to want to make the sacrifices to make it in this world like we are, and they're going to want to try to get our stuff. What little we do got, we're going to have to protect. Even if it ain't nothing but a handful of rice, you need to have something protected. All right, guys, take care. MGTOW for life. Shout out to Black Men Vent Radio, Mr. Legend, Big Country, X-Man, Rashad, all you other cats, the Haka. Shout out to the guys, and dude, I'm doing like 1990s hip hop radio station type shit. Shout out to the guys on the Nice Guys Forum, the guys on the Man Coat. You guys take care. Faith, health, and wealth. Keep ghosting. Keep your heads up. Peace.